When it comes to football, you can always rely on the Sun to bring you the best coverage both on and off the pitch. And as our boys make their way to Germany to win the Cup, your number one Sun brings you an exclusive collection of England's greatest football moments, the goals and the glory from the best matches of the last 5 decades.
In the 9th minute, Bobby Robson scored.
But watch Bobby Charlton racing through the Mexicans with the ball at his feet. He shoots. First has a go, but out it comes to Peters. Jeff Hurst confirms the victory beyond any shadow of doubt.
Francis. He's there! He loves that! Oh, Chivers. And he got the touch.
Looking, curling that in again towards Kevin Keegan! The England goal that we wanted, and Keegan is the scorer! Here's Ball now, with the cross as McDonald comes in, yes! Played back for Brooking. Terrific goal! A terrific goal by Brooking!
Hold on, it's Francis. And Robson! Now it's in!
4 in the area. Lineker!
And Lineker! And there it is. England are through to the quarter-finals of the World Cup. Here's Gascoigne. Oh, brilliant! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Gascoigne, Sheringham waits.
This is developing into one of the most memorable performances that an England team has put up in recent years. Beckham! Yes! He's done it! It's 2-2! He can go on again to Wayne Rooney. And Rooney shot! Oh, fabulous! Crouch comes in far side, but then, oh! Then we've got it! England have scored again, it's right below it! It's 3-2! What an amazing finish!
Welcome to the 1970s, and a decade that started so promisingly when Alf Ramsey took a side to Mexico that still included 7 of the players who had lifted the World Cup in 1966. Sadly, that all fell apart in Lyon, when a 2-0 lead disappeared under goalkeeper Peter Bonetti's body, and the Germans, under Franz Beckenbauer's captaincy, revenged that 1966 defeat. Alf Ramsey, now knighted, was still in charge when Scotland came to Wembley for the home international championships in 1971. England needed to beat the Scots to win the tournament, and although the England players looked nervous before the game, it was a jittery Scottish defence that was the deciding factor.
Could see there, as the national anthem was being played, that even the most experienced players were looking very tight and very tense. Alan Ball for England, breaking his lead. Corner. And England then prepared to use defence as a springboard for attack. First corner of the match. And Ball will take it. Chivers. Peters, hands! And he's given a goal. He's given a goal. Was the ball over the line when it was handled? And certainly was going in the net. Now just watch Chivers beat the defence. Clearly outjumps them. Clark doesn't get there. Peters handled on the line. And the referee says that's a goal. And indeed, the ball was going in. And Johnston. He's got Greg outside. Johnston. Moore and Ball. He's setting up for Curran. It's going in. Yes. And the England defence in a desperate tangle. Jimmy Johnston started it all. Ball there played a careless ball back, and Curran just got a touch. Banks was unlucky, but it's 1-1, and 2 astonishing goals in the space of less than 2 minutes. 1 each. One goal scored after 9 minutes, the Scottish equaliser after 11. That's Peters for England. A green for Scotland. To Bremner. And Johnston. He's going at this defence. Cooper going always. It's a corner. And the little man has got England reeling. And Rob won it. Curran, who came deep to make it possible, to Green. Curran! And the flick wasn't there. He tried to play to Cormac, who was unmarked. Hugh Curran. And one that is tempted to ask, where has the Scottish side been? Because they're not playing like a side with the record they've got in recent matches. Ball showing great determination. Lee. Well done. Hurst. And Lee complaining at Hurst, the ball was his. And they were queuing up to shoot, and still the conversation going on. And Lee was feeling very, very frustrated and cheated then by his teammate Geoff Hurst. Lee. Hurst to Lee, or to Ball. Hurst again. Hurst did the right thing. He was thinking, and he was looking for goals. Rob. A bit slow then. Brogan. Oh, he's only set it up for Chivers. Oh, yes. And what a superb piece of finishing by Chivers with his left foot. But Rob, too slow, lost possession. Again, a problem here for Brogan under pressure. And look at that for finishing. Cooper in support. Got Lee behind him. Peters. Chivers. Ball. Ball's finishing not good enough. Gregg. Bremner. Lawler. Oh, Chivers. And he got the touch. And Chivers' finishing is quite superb. But Scotland victims of their own errors. Chivers there against Moncur, and look at Chivers, the goalkeeper off the line. He took the chance so well. Two brilliantly taken goals for Chivers, 3-1 to England. Too many defenders in that situation. This is Lawler to Ball. Chivers. Ball. Story. Peters. Number 3 is Cooper. Chivers, offside. The flag was up immediately. But what you have to say is this defence is frail, to say the least, to create situations like that. Lee. Cheer from the crowd, but it merely underlines how difficult it is to come straight on the pitch and get the feel straight away. Moore. And England with 3 really good finishes up front now in Clark, Chivers and Hurst. And Clark's there. He's not offside. Is that a penalty? The referee's not given it. And Ball again. Over the top. Unbelievable that was. It surely must have been a penalty. And Clark got driven wide here. Watch the goalkeeper. Cooper. Just 4 minutes left for play. Calling for a player to come to the near post. Clark. Peters! One can only say what a goal that might have been. Beautifully laid back by Clark. Superbly struck by Peters, and it was just inches away. Story. To ball. That's it. England win the British Championship. They've gone through this home international series unbeaten and produced their best display by far in beating Scotland by 3 goals to 1. All the goals in the first half. Chivers from Spurs scoring 2. Peters got the first, Curran equalised, and then 2 by Chivers. England were by far the better side.
By the time Austria came to play a friendly in 1973, the vultures were circling over poor old Sir Alf's head. The West Germans had dumped England out of the European Championships. The previous year, the World Cup qualifying campaign had got off to a distinctively dodgy start with 3 points in 3 games. Even worse, the Iceman himself, Bobby Moore, looked mortal in a 2-0 defeat in Poland and was dropped for the match at Wembley. Plus, the Poles were returning in a month's time. Austria needed to be thumped. And England's top Cs, Shannon, Chivers and Clark, duly obliged.
Oh, good dummy then by Shannon. Clark fetching it long here for Peters. Brought it down neatly. Chivers the challenge. And it's in the back of the net. Well, it could have been Chivers. It could have been Shannon. On the other hand, it's more likely that Hattenberger got the last touch. Peters, the cross ball. Chivers challenges against the goalkeeper, who seemed to hesitate. And the ball goes in, off. I think it's got to be Shannon. Shannon. Peters in for Chivers. Only as far as Bell. Curry. Far post is Clark. Oh, neatly done. That will do indeed. Alan Clark, it's 2-0. And to relive the moment, there's Curry's ball. Defence was leaving Clark much too much room. Sara was hanging back off him. Beautiful close control, though, and that shot across the face of the goalkeeper. Hunter. Hunter, plenty of room to move forward. Oh, well brought in by Bell. Clark, and again, he got it the second time. Alan Clark gets his second goal of the afternoon, of the evening rather. It's 3-0 England, and watch the way that Bell does so magnificently off balance to get this ball in. And Clark given 2 strikes at the cherry. There's one, and that one he says thank you. 3-0 England. The substitute is Gombesh. He's on for number 6, Hattenberger. Emlyn Hughes on the attack for England. Alan Clark again. Has it come for Clark's shot? And he got it, and he has! Did he get his hat-trick? The ball is in there now anyway from Shannon. It's 4-0. 4-0. Shannon finishes it off. But for a moment, we wondered whether Alan Clark had got his hat-trick. Now let's see if that ball does go over the line. It drops down. Concilia fumbles it. Did it go over the line? I think that did. That's one that you've got to argue about afterwards, but there's no doubt that Shannon finished that move off all right. Shannon still moving, going on his own all the way. Must be in for a piece of something, and a tackle by Starek. Looked like a charge in the back. Hunter. Emlyn Hughes. Clark is wide to his left. Everybody wants to score. Eagerness of England now. That's Curry going for that ball from Hunter. And that's number 5 from Martin Chivers. 15 minutes into the second half. Big Chiv gets his first goal of the evening. That ball from Emlyn Hughes, skidding away over the far side. Here's the pass that set it up. Hunter for Curry in behind them. Chivers starts his run now, and that's an easy scoring chance. Madeley, faced by Eigenstieler. Hits Starek. Shannon up, down for Curry. That's number 6. 6-0. Tony Curry. That's his first ever international goal. In senior internationals, he'll enjoy seeing the way that Madeley knocks it across, comes off Starek. Shannon, a good challenge under pressure, and Tony Curry. A glorious shot to the far corner. Oh, a chance on then for Clark. Still there. And just over the bar as Krieger was on the line, ready to knock it off, and Alan Clark's hat-trick suddenly disappeared. But it's the shooting, fiery shooting of the England front line that has captured the imagination here at Wembley this wet evening. This attack building up again, the chance is on for Bell! Colin Bell makes it 7! Well, that breaks the sequence. It's been C's up to now. Shannon, Clark, Chivers and Curry, and now Bell. Here's the build-up for the goal. And there's Bell, sticking it in for number 7. There's the end of the game. The end of a tremendously goal-packed game. 7-0 England. Just a reminder on the scoreline. Shannon 2, Clark 2, Chivers 1, Curry 1, and Bell.
Austria's manager Leopold Stasny commented afterwards, England can still teach the world how to play. And a defiant Sir Alf Ramsey said, I've been manager of England for 10.5 years and people are always telling me I'm no good. Make that 10.5 years plus 1 month, as Jan the Clown Tomaszewski shut England out when the Poles came to Wembley and Sir Alf was on his way. With no World Cup campaign in Germany, England were left with a diet of home international matches and the ritual of defeating the Scots. Then the world champions came to rain-soaked Wembley in 1975 for the stadium's 100th international match. 5 of the team that triumphed in Munich the previous year were on duty, while England spread their selection net widely as manager Don Revie included players from 10 different clubs in his starting lineup.
Nice little 1-2 there with ball. Hudson turning it in. Oh, and that went right across the face of the goal. If anything, Shannon dummied MacDonald as well. Gillard turning it back again, and the Germans under a lot of pressure there. But they got out of the hole, and here's Holzenbein. Here's Todd. Hudson. Keegan, one of those famous back flick headers by him. Hudson in again, getting very involved, Hudson, and here's Shannon. Can he cross it? It's a corner. Number 3, Bertie Vogts at that near post, and here comes Hudson's corner, swinging in there. And I was in a bit of trouble getting that away. Here's ball, though. And now Wimmer. Played wide here for Richter. Wimmer linking up well there with the attack. Coming here for Bonhoff. Oh, and is this a chance for Costello? No, it might so easily have been, though. Watson again for England, to Todd. Shannon, oh, a beautiful turn by Shannon, and what a good pass now for ball. There it is, but straight into the hands of Meyer. Some superb play there by Shannon, though. Whitworth with time to consider what's open to him. Keegan playing the 1-2 back to Whitworth again. Ball, I would imagine, screaming for it there and getting it. Through to Hudson again for England. There seemed no way through there, and MacDonald couldn't get it onto his famous left foot. Bell with the shot, and it's blocked by the Germans. Watson saying, let me have a go. Whitworth playing it first time, trying to get through for the 1-2 off MacDonald. And a free kick. England coming forward there with great confidence. And a good deal of accurate first-time passing on a rather difficult surface. Hudson now with a chance to float a free kick in. Watson already up on the far side. And Bell, yes! England 1-0 ahead. Koolman. Well, that's the sort of spirit that England need tonight, and it's Kevin Keegan leading the way. Through to McDonald on that left foot. Oh, and what a good save by Meyer. That's the first time we've had a chance of seeing that thunderous left foot of McDonald's. Beautiful play again by Keegan. And now Ball to pick up the loose ball. And the pass and a beauty that finds Kevin Keegan. A little flick for Hudson. Hurdling that challenge well, going back for some more. That's twice he's beaten Bonoff. And then plays a little 1-2 off him to try and find Mike Shannon. And the corner goal. Corbin. Played into a bit of space here for Flo. Stopped by Hudson. Good quick challenge there by Hudson, and a good quick recovery as well as he finds Colin Bell. Shannon up hard, really aggressively going at this West German defence. Here's Hudson. Played into McDonald's area there. Oh, and a little floater just over. Now it's with Holzenbein. Flurry to Bonoff. Oh, straight between Whitworth's legs, and here's Bonoff now. For West Germany, hit hard and low. Oh, and a deflection there, and Gillard, no! There's the shot again, blocked once more by Ritchell. And England really were in trouble there from the moment Bonoff managed to trick Whitworth. Hudson turning it on, a little nod there by Keegan to Bell. Here's Whitworth linking up. Ball again. Shannon doing a beautiful turn there on Bonhoff, and still with Mike Shannon. Taking on all comers and very nearly beating them all. And in fact, it's Costetta, the number 9, who had to go back there and whack it behind for a corner to England. So it's a corner then, which Keegan will take for England. Floated high there towards big Dave Watson, who got his head to it. Now Ball with a shot. No, and it's scurried again across the face of that German goal. Played for Bell. Ball to Watson. And now for Todd. Whitworth back for Todd again. Nice, accurate, simple passing, and Colin Bell there getting his shot, and Meyer had to go down for that one. With Keegan going in case anything should be there to pick up. Good powerful shot again by Bell. Koolman. I think Bonoff will get to that one. And Bell was in there to McDonald, hit well. And Bell, is this number 2? Oh my goodness, no! Well, Sir Alf, they couldn't have got closer than that.
No, it was very, very good. Malcolm McDonald, a tremendous shot, followed in by Colin Bell. Colin Bell and Mike Shannon, I feel, thought it was going in. Mike Shannon followed it past the post. Very, very unfortunate.
Played down for Shannon. Challenge from behind, which is unfair. And the free kick already taken, and here's Ball now. With the cross as McDonald comes in, yes! Malcolm McDonald, number 2! Well, all that stemming from a quickly taken free kick. The first goal he scored for England from Malcolm McDonald, putting England 2-0 into the lead.
A foul on Mike Shannon, a quick free kick by him to Alan Ball, and a great cross to the far post, and Malcolm McDonald. Meyer had no chance. McDonald had it all the way, and it finished up in the back of the net. It was a great movement, great thinking, accuracy in passing and also in finishing.
A little chip there towards McDonald. He tried to get that on the volley. That would have been spectacular. Hudson again for England. Here's Shannon. Trying to get it again for Hudson, and Beckenbauer was there and had to give away the corner. Well, a shot there of Beckenbauer looking a little harassed. And Bell, and Watson with a header! Oh, nodded away by Bertie Vogt! Right off that line. That could so easily have been number 3 for England. But now look at Keegan. As the West Germans come back quickly in defence, but there's Colin Bell on the far side. Oh, bad luck for him. Tremendous break by England, Keegan leading the way, and both Bell and McDonald were unmarked on that far side of the German penalty area. And McDonald versus Beckenbauer, and McDonald might come off best. Oh, Beckenbauer! Well, that's an extraordinary situation. Well, we've seen before how players have been hauled back by defenders in a desperate situation. It's the first time I've seen them grab a ball as Beckenbauer did there. And the crowd not at all happy with that bit of gamesmanship. And England get no more than a free kick when it looked as though McDonald must be through. Hudson. Ball to Bell. And now with Gillard. Now with Ball. Bell found some space for himself down there, and what a lovely ball now for Mike Shannon. There's the cross. Oh, and Whitworth came roaring in there. Keegan might get his shot in. Tries a little floater. He's hit the crossbar. Bell couldn't get it back in. Oh, what a marvellous piece of thinking though by Keegan. Well, that was the final full point on the end of the evening, Sir Alf, and a victory for England by 2-0. Your overall impressions?
A very good match for the England players. They thoroughly enjoyed it, and a great result. The Germans came here to win. They didn't win due to the fact that they were playing against or met a better team on the day.
And certainly a night when England can be proud of what they achieved against the World Cup holders, with goals by Colin Bell in the first half and Malcolm McDonald in the second.
Revie called that match the best performance since I took over, and few were prepared to disagree. Scotland had made those World Cup finals in Germany, so had something to crow about when they came to Wembley for the Home Nations Championships. Soon they discovered, in the best tradition of Scottish football, that they didn't have a keeper and that England were in form.
That's Con. Duncan rather to McDougall. Did well to get the cross in. Pauline! And the England defence unsteady for a moment. That's Beattie. Jardine. Flag up for offside. And at this early stage, the message is very simple, and it is keep it simple. Johnson. Francis, well played to Shannon. Francis. He loves... It's there! He loves that! And Kennedy was left looking at space. No wonder he's disgusted. He never even moved. Francis loves this situation, and he's just the man to have a pop, and they allowed him the space and the time, and Kennedy was just left hopelessly misplaced. He never even took off. 1-0 after 5 minutes. Ray Clements, 2 in the wall ignored. Now Cobb. Ball, Francis to Ball. Francis again. Ball, good ball too to Keegan. The only support is now arriving. It's Shannon late and Beattie. And again, 2-0. And what a start with his goalkeeper, Stuart Kennedy. 2 in 2 minutes, and again he was left grasping the air. Keegan, a good break from Ball's through ball. It was a very nice pass from Ball. Keegan looked up, arriving with Shannon, and also there was Beattie, and Beattie so good in the air, and Kennedy must have lost his geography surely, because he should have had that beyond doubt. McGrain. Parlane. McDougall, number 8, Con, and he missed his kick entirely, but England were pulled around then, and that was the most promising move by Scotland so far. Dalglish. He's got Parlane loose here, number 9. So unlucky. The drive was fast enough to beat the goalkeeper, but it struck the post. Tremendous move by Scotland. Dalglish going at the defender. Parlane drifted wide, and it beat Clements just off the outside of the post. McGrain. That was Whitworth. McGrain. Khan. Nice feint. Number 6, Rioch. On that favourite left foot. Francis. Tabiti. Francis again. Shannon. Keegan, series of 1-2s, Bell. 3-0. Again the ball to the goalkeeper's right. Don Revie out to celebrate. 3-0 with 5 minutes left to half-time, and Kennedy has missed out at his right hand 3 times in succession. The ball broke slightly after that wonderful series of 1-2s for Colin Bell, and when he got the chance, again the goalkeeper couldn't reach it with his right hand. Francis started that, was in the move most of the way, but the England build-up was neat, followed a pattern. Finally the ball breaking for Bell, but when he hit it, he really hit it well. Number 8, Con for Scotland. Watson missing out, McDougall. Field for hands, has he given a penalty? Yes! Now what was that given for? Was it hands? Watson missing out with that right foot. McDougall turns. And it looked like hands. Rioch with the penalty. So composed. He's had time to stop and think about it. The pause and then the ball beautifully placed where Clements hadn't got a hope. 3-1. Dalglish shot there by himself. Todd. Jardine. Harlane, good back header. McDougall. Todd. Oh. Quickly across Duncan. And again Scotland can say they were unlucky. Oh, Hutchinson hasn't found his touch at all in this match. Keegan, he hasn't been on long, but he's clearly finding it difficult. Hutchison back to the rescue, but he's given away a free kick. Watson right on the edge of the 18-yard box, wide. That might have been lucky to give Francis a chance to hit it, and again. Deflected, and it's there. 4-1, and Kennedy just cannot believe his luck. Nothing is going right for the goalkeeper at all. Francis is second. This was telegraphed because they rehearsed it really once and the referee stopped it, but the goalkeeper was unlucky because it was deflected by a Scottish player, and poor Kennedy must wonder what he's done to deserve this. Ball with a kick. Good chip. And he almost found his way through, and Watson in the post, and finally, number 9, Johnson. 5-1 for England, an incredible series of deflections from post and crossbar. That was Keegan. The goalkeeper didn't get it. It came off the bar. Watson hit the post. And finally, the man who put it away was Johnson. England 5, Scotland 1. To England. Harlane, and still these fervent Scottish supporters. Good, even in what presumably will be defeat, still trying to support the side. That's Johnson. Shannon. And he mishit it and cleared by McGrain, but the Scottish defence was in tatters. And McQueen's got crap, and the whistle's gone anyway as McQueen goes down, and Don Revie walks out to acknowledge a famous victory for England. 5-1, and the spectators have burst on the field, a few youngsters, but the bulk have been held back.
Ron Greenwood was in charge by the time the qualifiers for the 1978 World Cup came around, but England struggled to make an impression. Their main group rivals were Italy, and by the time the Italians came to Wembley, they had their noses in front. England needed to win by 3 or 4 goals to give themselves a chance of making the trip to South America.
Here's Trevor Brooking, with the crowd giving him all he's got. Bonetti is after him, and now here's Kevin Keegan. Brooking. Now we need a good early start, and we very nearly, as Barnes came rifling in there. It was taken off his toes. Here's Koppel. Crowd shouting attack, attack, and Koppel's doing that. A little touch there, a chance and a shot by Koppel, but over the top. Brooking. Going well, going a long way and going well. Tardelli stopping him, but at the expense of a corner for England. Brooking. Wilkins. Brooking. Neil wanting a bit of the action wide, but Brooking curling that in again towards Kevin Keegan! The England goal that we wanted, and Keegan is the scorer! Well, that is the start. Keegan, the scorer, beautifully taken with his head, outwitting the Italians in defence. What a cross by Brooking. What a sight for England, beyond Dino's off 1-0. Neil again. It's Koppel. Now, get it over. Oh, my word, it was just wide there from number 11, Peter Barnes. Well, the two wingmen combined well there. Koppel getting that across beautifully, and Barnes getting there before anybody else, but forced to put it wide. Here's Koppel. Got Phil Neal wide on this touchline. Here he is. Now, will the cross go in this time? Took a deflection. Oh, my goodness, Barnes. Oh, how did he miss it? Well, that really could be the turning point of so much. There were 3 men there who might have scored. In the end, none of them did. The deflection there unsettled the Italians. The header there didn't go in. Latchford couldn't touch it. Barnes, I thought, was going to get it in, but failed. Causio, nice little touch inside Gentili. A swift challenge there by Cherry, and here's Peter Barnes. Now the first run by him, and oh, look what happened to him. Bonetti is going to get the yellow card. The yellow card for Romeo Bonetti for that challenge on Peter Barnes. And that won't be the first caution he's had in his career. Look at that challenge. He really meant to stop him. Barnes coming off his man on that occasion, looking for the ball, which is a good sign, but Hughes was going on. Here's Keegan. Now Peter Barnes, bit of space now. Will he take on Gentili? Yes, he has. He's passed him. He's passed another. He's passed another. Beautiful by Barnes. Oh, and he hit it straight at Zoff. That was much more like it from Peter Barnes, and I'm sure he's going to feel a lot happier after that. Hughes. Little chip in again towards Bob Latchford. No foul. Keegan's after it. Oh, my word, that was an elbow in the face by Tardelli. He's got to go off for that, surely. Tardelli clearly punched Keegan in the face with his elbow. Well, what's going to happen here? Well, I think nothing has happened. But Keegan is out. And that's what did it. Doesn't let him get too close to goal. Graziani with the shot, good save. The first one he's had to make, Ray Clements. And he was more than equal to it. Hurley's got past Gentili. Oh, my word! The referee feeling for the card, and it's a yellow one for Gentili. My word, how much more of this have they got to put up with? There's Peter Barnes. Gentili knew that he couldn't get him. And now what's going through the Italian's mind? That. It's a free kick for England. Brooking with it. Latchford there. Oh, and Watson almost got in. But the linesman had his flag up on this side of the field. Dave Watson would have been offside. Pushing men forward again, England. Italy pulling everybody back. Brooking, another of those crosses. Latchford up well that time. Now, will it come this time for Hughes? He just couldn't turn back to get the angle enough. I think it might well be Bob Latchford who's coming off, number 9. Brooking. Oh, knocked over the top by Zoff from Watson. Well, what a game he's having. Done everything right at the back and very nearly got the second goal that mattered. Caught that well on the volley, and Zoff, superb push away. Now Koppel again. Keegan's gone wide on the right-hand side. And Wilkins has gone wide for him as well. A little flick through there now for Brooking. That's number 2 for England by Trevor Brooking. Well, Keegan has scored one, and he's made one, and England are 2 ahead. And everywhere on that field in white shirts, there are smiles to go with them. What a lovely little pass, and Brooking taking it so coolly. 2-0. Look at this ball now from Keegan. That's the one that made it, and all it required after that was Brooking's coolness, and he had plenty of that to put it under Zoff. But now, Jack, we need another one.
Yes, and I think we may get it as well. The Italians will maybe start their antics again.
It's
and I think we've upset them.
9 minutes to go, and 9 minutes that can mean so much if England, against all the odds, are yet to qualify. Remember, if they get one more goal, it means the Italians must beat Luxembourg by 3 when they come to Rome. All right, they should do it, but at least it sets them a target. As it stands at the moment, they still need only a 1-0 win in that deciding game in Rome, unless England can pierce them once more in the minutes that remain. Everything concentrated now in that third of the field as England, with a matter of 3 minutes left, looking for that vital third goal. Brooking's going through. He couldn't quite turn it back, but he's got a corner. England roar the crowd. Deep one there. Watson with the header, but straight into the arms of Zoff. So little time left, and in fact, the final whistle has gone. He hasn't played 1 second of injury time, would you believe? Well, well, well. And England have won by 2 goals to 0. Kevin Keegan, the scorer of the first goal in the first half. Trevor Brooking adding a second in the second half, meaning that Italy need to beat Luxembourg by a solitary goal in Rome to qualify for the World Cup. But a good performance by England tonight.
It wasn't quite the original Italian job, but surely Mr. Bridger would have approved of the way the England team set about the Azzurri. Sadly, the result wasn't enough, though. Italy went on to beat Luxembourg in their final qualifier, and it was they, and not England, who went to Argentina. The 1970s was something of a World Cup wilderness for England, so the European Championships was the best opportunity for international glory. When the campaign got underway in 1978, the first qualifier was away to Denmark, considered to be a soft touch against the side of England's class, but playing a team made up of mostly Nielsen's and Jensens seemed to confuse Ron Greenwood's side.
Keegan again. Oh, he came off the post and went straight across the face of the goal. Hit the far post from our viewpoint at the most impossible angle. Let's look at this again. Keegan got a little bit of luck here, but carried on and tried to pull it back. It came off the face of the post and away. Brooking, it's awkward, and there's a line goal by Keegan! Fine flick, which the goalkeeper, I think, hardly saw. Just look at this, Keegan, look at the pace of the run across the face of 2 defenders, the arc of the head, and the real pace of the header. 17 minutes gone, and Kevin Keegan gets his 10th goal for England. Anderson. David made a good run forward, and here's Simonsen. The referee looked closely, gave nothing. Looks as though he might have been obstructed for a moment, and the crowd obviously thought it was a great deal worse than that. But I think England already, although they're a goal up, scored by the man in the picture, Kevin Keegan, have had sufficient warnings of what the other number 9 there in the dark shirt, Alan Simonsen, is capable of. No one's given a marking job on him so far. That was Watson, and that's Keegan, and that's 2. Both from free kicks taken by Brooking. Watson near side as we look. Nobody rose with him. Keegan, unmarked, just finished it off going diving forward. 22 minutes and England well and truly in the driver's seat. Benny Nielsen is number 10. Simonsen takes it. Here's Nielsen. Benny Nielsen. That's a penalty. Well, the friendly action. Referee had no doubt that time, but somewhat influenced perhaps by the earlier decision. Again, it's Philip Neal, and the challenge was very awkward and untidy from behind. Down went the Ajax fullback, and this time the referee pointed to the spot. Very well tucked into the corner. Goalkeeper went the correct way, and Seaman says, come on, let's go, or words to that effect. Beautifully hit with the side of the foot. Pace beat the keeper, and the positioning. Here's Brooking, plenty of place forward, that's Latchford! Hit the keeper, who I don't think knew too much about it. Jensen moving across, I think you'll find it hit his body as he was going away. Yes, it did, thumped him against the chest. Oh, he's going on, he's got a good left leg. Here's Anderson! Brilliant goal! Oh, it's a brilliant goal! A goal scorer in form, Frank Anderson. He scored 5 times out of 6 games for Ajax this season. He took that so well from Christensen, got through the crowd and poked it away supremely neatly. And all credit to the Danes for their comeback. Having gone so far behind, they were prepared to give it a go, and it really has paid for them. Oh, there's a real feeling of patriotism in the night air. Oh, they're in terrible trouble now. Christensen was offside. When Nielsen robbed Watson, he was okay, but Christensen was offside. Latchford. Brooking. Well, he ought to have troubled the goalkeeper rather more than he did. And Mickey Mills has been pushed up into the box, which is good to see. Kick by Fleming Nielsen. Barnes. Brooking. Keegan! And finally it goes in, and they appeal to the linesman, but Bob Latchford's goal will count. And I think the appeal was for handball. Let's see. Barnes plays it wide. Brooking the early cross. Keegan couldn't touch it, and what did it go in off? Well, it certainly looked to be around the elbow. Whistles from the crowd, but England back in front. Alan Hansen. Keegan. You see him coming as deep as that, you know that things aren't going quite as well as they should be. Here's Carsten Nielsen. It's a good positive run by Carsten Nielsen. Really found a gap in the middle. Keegan picking up on the left, it got lost. And just look at this run by the Borussia Mönchengladbach player. Got a good return, and the bounce really beat him more than anything else. Keegan. 2 players right, 2 players left. This is Brooking. And this is Latchford. Barnes. Man over far side is Wilkins, and he hits the crossbar, the angle of post and crossbar. Danes in terrible trouble there, and there was so much room for Wilkins on the far side, and so much time for Latchford to cross. Brooking. Latchford near post. Almost touching it through. And here's Neal, bad clearance by the keeper, and he fades to pay for it. Philip Neal with a really well-struck shot ends the arguments about Latchford's goal. Look at the pace of that, the sting of it, and Jensen's bad throw out, thrown straight back past his face. Simonsen was noted to shake his head then. Pulled the Danes back, but all to no avail in the finish. But here's Rundfell! Well, that gives him his 10th goal, and for the second time when England seemed to be home and dry, the Danes have caught them napping, lacking in concentration. Look at that, look at the time he had. And he made it play. And still with 5 minutes to go, Simonsen, Bruntveld, Simonsen, Andersen, Christensen, and Carsten Nielsen had it taken away by the very brave Mickey Mills, and Nielsen, realising the fact, gave him a pat on the head. The Danes, who've only recently turned professional, quarter professional, as Simonsen commented, here's Barnes with the shot. Well, there will be questions that managers want to ask. Alan Simonsen, who did so much to make Denmark make a game of it, and is clearly disappointed that having come back, they couldn't hold on. As an international match, as entertainment, that was really A1.
Unfortunately, in the finals, even with Kevin Keegan being the tournament's top goal scorer, just the one win from the group matches against Belgium, Italy and Spain wasn't sufficient to get England into the semi-finals. If you've enjoyed these fantastic moments from the 70s, don't miss the other DVDs in this exclusive series, and remember, for the greatest World Cup coverage every day, you can't beat the sun. We love it.